Hello everyone, let's take a look at our ecosystems project, which, as I mentioned yesterday, if you got a chance to watch the video, is going to be most of what we're doing for the rest of Unit 6. So here is the overview. The goal of our project is to research and present information on the abiotic features, organisms, and interactions of a selected California ecosystem. We'll present your information on a poster or a digital display and prepare an oral presentation. Now the last bit is optional extra credit, but you can do that. So most likely we're going to be doing a digital display, but if you really want to do a poster and you can get it to CAM somehow, I will take that. So this is due May 22nd. So again, don't stress out. We've got quite a bit of time. So 3 or 4 weeks, 3 weeks I think, to complete this project. So it's all spaced out. Each day we'll have a new milestone. As long as you keep up with those, you'll be in good shape. So the first thing you're going to do is select one of the California ecosystems. Salt Marsh Lagoon, California grassland, coastal sage scrub / chaparral, oak woodland, redwood forest, a desert, kelp forest, or the intertidal zone. You can select a habitat within that ecosystem if you like. So if you want to do desert ecosystems, you can focus on, say, Death Valley. You need to use at least 3 sources, and Wikipedia does not count as a source. Don't stress out too much on that. As you'll see in just a little bit, I have lots of suggestions for sources that you can use. And then you're going to create your digital display using a tool like Google Slides, Prezi, or PowerPoint. Google Slides, we should all know how to turn in now, but just in case, I'll maybe make another video later just showing you how to turn in your Google Slides, Prezi, or PowerPoint. So your final project must include a title and heading. You need a list of at least 10 organisms that are found in your ecosystem. You must find 4 different types of organisms. So organisms are not just animals. It can be fungi, protista, which are single-cell microorganisms. It can be plants. Remember to count your insects and crustaceans and things like that. Fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals. All of those things are organisms. So really important, get a variety in your list of 10 organisms. You need to include the scientific name for each organism. So for example, if you are looking at sea otters, the scientific name is Enhydra lutris. So make sure you include the scientific name for each of your 10 animals. Organisms. 10 organisms. In a chart or a table, you're going to list how each organism obtains its energy. Is it a producer, a consumer, or a decomposer? I don't think we've learned those words just yet, if I recall chapter 1, but you will know about those soon. You do know about abiotic versus biotic factors. You need to describe at least 5 abiotic factors. Remember, abiotic factors are factors that have never been alive. So you can see some examples here: water, amount of sunlight, average temperature, soil, climate, geography, and geology. Even shade. You talk about the amount of sunlight, the amount of shade is also an abiotic factor. Identify at least 2 interactions in your ecosystem. And these are, again, other things you'll be learning about shortly as we continue to look through the Flexbook. But mutualism, commensalism, parasitism, and predator-prey. We'll start learning about all those as we work our way through the Flexbook. You need to illustrate at least 1 food chain from your ecosystem. There must be at least 4 elements in that food chain. Works cited, you must use MLA style for your works cited. You have to have at least 3 sources, as we mentioned before, and all the digital images must be used legally and cited properly. I haven't made you do that before, but now all your images must be accounted for, and there's going to be a little more information farther down in this document. Your presentation should be colorful and informative. Just a little aside here, the presentations you guys turned in for your human body project were amazing. Really good job. Lots of great images, very creative color schemes. It was really fun looking through all of your projects. Now for this project, we have 2 extra credit options. This time you can conduct an interview. Find an expert on your ecosystem. Contact a nature center, an aquarium, a zoo, visitor center, a state park, ecology department at a local college, and then you can type your questions in the type your questions and the expert answers, and then print any email correspondence that you have with your expert. So just include that in a document along with your slide presentation. If you are considering doing that and you need some help, let me know. I might be able to help you, send you in the right direction. And this time, your speech or your Flipgrid presentation is optional. I know some people had some technical difficulties getting that done, so I don't want to make that a requirement this time. But I loved seeing all your Flipgrid speeches. They were awesome, and I'd like to see some more. So if you want to get some extra credit points, go ahead and do a Flipgrid or some other kind of video, a summary of your project. Your summary should include an explanation of your ecosystem, the organisms that are there, and their interactions. So here's what I was talking about with your images. They must be either hand-drawn or from a copyright-friendly source and must be cited correctly. So right here, a word about using images in school projects. One of the most common copyright violations in school projects is the misuse of images. It is so easy to copy and paste images from the internet, but often these images are used illegally. It's important for students to learn to use images legally and to attribute images properly. Give credit to the creator. The following websites offer plenty of sciencey, copyright-friendly images. So if you get your images from these websites, then you're not violating copyright. And like this one here, picsforlearning.com and then commons.wikimedia.org, both of those provide the citation when you get the image. So check those out. That will make getting your images much easier. And then that's just some extra tips there. And then there is a website called EasyBib, which can help you create citations for your images. So if you need help citing your images properly, go to EasyBib. And then here's some more help on doing your citations properly. I will take the video that we used for the Human Body Project, and I'll post that in Unit 6 resources. So you can always check that out, that little video that we did explaining how to do proper MLA citations for websites. And now here is some general information about ecosystems. Lots of cool links in EcoState right there. And then here's for each of the different types of ecosystems a number of links to help you get your research started. So if you want to do salt marsh or lagoon, a number of cool links right there. California grasslands. Again, if you choose the grassland, make sure you're researching California grasslands and not African grasslands. And then here's some links for coastal sage scrub or chaparral. Oak woodland, lots of links. Redwood forest, desert, love the desert. Kelp forest, that's really interesting. Here, this last one has a very cool symbiosis thing going on. Some nice commensalism. And then the intertidal zone. So lots of links to help you get started. You shouldn't have any Wikipedia references in your source list. So, what I want you today is you are reading through the project, trying to understand what you're going to do. Start thinking about it. You don't need to make any choices yet. Tomorrow, your assignment is to review this with your home teacher. So you can look through this document with your home teacher, or there's also, I will post it for tomorrow, is this project scoring guide. In fact, this one's already in tomorrow's assignment. So this is what a very much abbreviated version of what we just looked at, but it's an overview and it will tell you the points that are available as you do your project. And what I would like you to do is, after your home teacher has looked through the project and they understand what you're going to do and when it's due, which is May 22nd, ask them to please sign this, and then you can take a photograph of it or scan it and turn it in to tomorrow's assignment. Not today, that's for Wednesday's assignment, to have them sign it off. So today, you get to review all this information. Tomorrow, you're going to talk about it with your home teacher so they know what your project is going to be for the rest of this unit. If you have any questions about this, message me, and I can't wait to see what you guys turn in. Your human body projects were great, and I'm looking forward to more greatness.